What is going on, guys? And this is AirBlizzard. We are back again. Hold on, let me just switch the view. And today I have a new series I'm introducing called the Let's Look At, or whatever the hell I'll call it. Maybe I'll just call it Bangalanga Doodah Cheese Fudge Cake. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 30 minutes of a review of any game. So as you can see clearly, we're starting off with GTA 5. Since this game's large component is also the online, I'll be looking at 15 minutes of the actual main game and 15 minutes of the online. Now, I have not beaten this game 100%. I am planning on to at some point, but I'm a procrastinator. Actually, no, let's just start. So, today we're going to be looking at GTA 5, of course, obviously. And basically, I'm just going to be telling you my opinions. We're going to do a few fun stuff, and yeah, so let's start this. So I guess the first order of mention is, have I beaten this game 100%? And the answer is a resounding no. I have beaten probably a good 70% of the game. I've done the 30-minute triathlon and stuff. It's just, the races and all that stuff just bore me. I can't find out how to do all the Strangers and Freaks missions, except for, one other one. But, yeah. So I guess, let's go ahead and start with the bad things about this game. The bad things are the city itself, the map, actually. Let me just show you. So this map is supposed to be completely based off of San Andreas maps. As you can see, this is not San Andreas map. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's much, much bigger, but the thing it's really lacking is, remember in San Andreas, there's, 4 cities. There's Los Fiera, there was, San Fiera and Los Santos, and then there's Blaine County and the desert and stuff. Okay, now all we have is Los Santos. And while Los Santos in this game is pretty big, you just can't help but wish there was a bit. You just can't help but miss those other 2 cities, because they were really cool. But, yeah. So that's really my only main problem. There are a few other things, a few gripes with the online, but that doesn't really affect the thing in the other run. This game, in my personal opinion, is flawless to me. I mean, that one isn't really a complaint, because I don't think that would affect it, because it's not something that from an isolated point of view, this game is flawless, in my opinion. However, when you take into account all the older GTA games, this game isn't exactly flawless. However, from an isolated view, like I generally tend to do, this game is flawless to me. So yeah. So 10 out of 10. Perfect. But, I guess we should just go ahead and do stuff. I will turn the radio off. Actually. And then mute it so I don't get any stuff like that. Audio. I'll keep that on. Turn it on. So, you've already heard of this game. You've already seen it. You already played it. You already know if you want it or not, because it's been out for 7 months now. Or 8, possibly. But I can tell you it's greatly improved from when it first came out. The game is so much better. Especially the online is a hell of a lot better from when it first came out. I'll get to that blue thing in a minute. We're just going to go ahead and trail it for now. But the online still hasn't promised everything. But this blue thing basically acts as a... so it's an armored truck that has money in it. So we're going to go ahead and just do that. Wait for it to drive off. Come on. Okay. Screw it. Okay, it doesn't give me as much as, it does on... Let's just go ahead and drive to loose cups. Here's one thing I can't talk about. I'm kind of the main game of GTA 5 as follows. GTA Online is technically supposed to be another game, in a technical standpoint. The main game is flawless. However, the GTA Online itself is okay. It's not really that good, but it's not really that bad. I mean, I get fairly good enjoyment. I mean, you can tell from when we get there. I've played it a lot and I know what I'm doing, but the actual main game still does suffer. The actual GTA Online still suffers from a few problems. We'll get to that whenever I do it. Yeah, the heist in this game, fun. The blitz, fun. The story, really, really enjoyable. I really liked it. You may be asking yourself, why am I playing as Michael? Well, for one, Michael, to me, was the most relatable character in the game. And Michael is also my favorite character because I love his ability. And he technically is the main character when you get down to it. I mean, every root of every problem is his fault. Even though, whenever I finished, I think I played as Trevor for most of the game. Let's go ahead and see. You see that yellow bar increasing at the bottom. The blue bar is your armor. The green bar is your health, and the yellow bar is what's your fun weapon? This one. The yellow bar is your special ability. I need to find someone to kill now. That's not your. Alright. The yellow bar is basically your special ability. So, I'll show you what this one is. This one is basically, I slow down time. Alright. So it's basically what it is. I like his, I don't like Michael's ability the most, but definitely is one of my most favorited. Trevor's has my least favorite one. His is I think it reduces all damage by half, and you deal twice as much. It's just not that fun, really, in my opinion. And then Franklin's is also really cool. Basically, imagine if you're driving a car, regular, and the traction and weight is just multiplied by 100. The handling, everything multiplied by 100. That's essentially how Franklin's ability. He's really good at driving cars. And really, he's the most fun to play as when doing heists. Because, really, they're all fun to play as when doing heists, but Franklin's ability will come to use in a great amount, especially in the first heist if you do the way I take it. Because I normally take all heists stealthily. Because I feel like doing it stealthily is a bit more fun than guns a-blazing. So, yeah. So, I guess we'll switch over to Franklin now. Should I? Yeah, I'll switch over him. So that's kind of how it works, the whole switching system from one character to another. Now we're going to Franklin. Right. This is this sort of cutscene every time you switch characters. And Franklin. Alright, let's get out of here. I think I don't remember. Well, I'll show you a special ability. I think I can do it now. No, I can't do it because I don't get anything on the L bar, but let's just go. So I literally got this game the day GTA Online had dropped. As you all know, GTA Online had a terrible launch. It was, just absolutely atrocious. Basically, for those who don't know, the entire thing was just broken. You couldn't get in. Well, you could sometimes. It took just hours to get in. The game was glitchy as hell. And it was just disappointing because it didn't even have heists and stuff, so nothing that was promised was added. But let me go ahead and show you Franklin Social Base. So you can see right here, about to crash while doing this. I can just narrowly dodge it, this. That's basically his ability. As you can tell, the game is absolutely gorgeous. It has a 800, I think. Not 800, 8 gigabyte download that you have to do in order to play it. So you can't just buy the disc, and you have to have so for you that don't have 250 gigs or anything like that. I mean, I have a 32 gigabyte card, so that's pretty much how I do it console. But it does you do need 8 gigs of free storage to play it. And that's how you do need the DLC. All the DLCs are required to play the online, which is okay because they're all free. Just killed that man. And yeah. So I haven't really done anything. I guess I can demonstrate one of the cheats. Wow! Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Yeah, let's do this. What are you doing? I believe I can fly. Yeah, this is one of the cheats called Skyfall. It's really easy to play. It's LB, LT, RB, RT, left, right, LB, and then do that again. And basically, you have the cheat down. Now, as you wouldn't expect, doing face plant, well, it didn't work there. But I'll show you actually. It's really... The game's physics engine is one of the most hilarious physics engines I've ever seen. But also one of the most realistic, while unrealistic physics engines. The problem that everyone has with GTA 4 is the cars handled horribly. There was no vehicle customization, despite that being in San Andreas. The story itself, which is uninteresting unless you're kind of the Belle to Gay Tony. And really, the physics engine was just horrible. This one is much, much better. Now, something funny that you can do, and this is always just hilarious because you wouldn't expect it. Face planting into the ground makes you live. I'm not kidding. I literally never even knew that. I kept doing the glitch one day. It was not glitch, the cheat one day. Jeez. And I just did it. And I was like, oh, you can face plant in the ground and live. I keep calling glitch so much now because there's literally no such thing as cheats in modern games. Now, another interesting thing is if you press X, then B, you just dolphin dive into the ground. I'm not even kidding. Oh, Jesus Christ. What was the, was it? Dun, 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 dun. I don't even remember the cheat. I have it somewhere. I should. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. Alright. What's the cheat for Infinite? Okay. Dun 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 dun. There we go. Invincibility. Sadly, it only lasts for 5 minutes. Oh, Jesus. Oh, another thing I like about this game, you'll see. Hold on. You can fire while you die. While you're down, so, that's cool. No, come back. I'm a friend. I'm a friend. No, please. That's just how cool I am. There's also the other cheats, you pretty much become a superhero. Oh, Jesus. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Okay, I can't put them in really easily now. But there's explosive ammo, explosive. Dun 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 dun. You see, explosive melee attacks. Every time you hit something, it just explodes. There's also some moon gravity. There's Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Okay, can't put it in. Oh yeah, so rather than 15-minute marks, I'm going to switch to the GTA Online now and show you the pros and cons with that. GTA Online. We'll do an invite-only session since I don't want to play with other people. So I have put a lot of time and dedication into the actual main game. Not main game, GTA Online. Probably way it was really ridiculous amount. I think we can figure out how much time I put in. Press start. Alright, so I put in 16 days, 16 hours, 52 minutes, and 59 seconds. Yeah, I have a lot of dedication in this game. I spent over $1 billion, and my overall income is $1 billion. I have a friend playing GTA Online. I don't. So, I'm level 89, really close to 90 as you can see. I have put a crap ton of dedication into this. As you can tell, I had like $200,000. Now, basically, people at one point figured out how to put DNS codes in, and it just broke the game. Like, people kept giving me like $1 billion. You know, it started out with someone randomly giving me 25 million. And people started giving me $1 billion randomly. I didn't put them in because I don't like to cheat in games unless, you know, I've beaten it. And you really can't beat GTA Online. There's just a certain point where you can say you've done everything, and I haven't even reached that point yet because I'm not even the max. Well, not the max level, but I don't have the all the guns unlocked. But people just kept giving me like money for no reason, and I mean it's just I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't really mind it, but it can get really annoying when you're just playing and you're trying to play the game properly, and someone just randomly gives you, you know, like 25 grand for no reason. Not 25 grand, 25 million. But, you know, you'd think it's going to be kind of easy to get that much money. I mean, it's GTA. You generally don't have that much of a problem earning money. Well, in this game, it's impossible. I'm not kidding. It really is ridiculously hard. You have to grind unbelievably extensively just to get like, I'll tell you this, I grinded probably upwards towards 20 hours just to get this car, a new apartment, and yeah. And I mean, really, it probably would have been expended to like a few days worth of grinding if I hadn't sold my Bugatti, or Adder as it's called in this game. And well, I say it's really just a Veyron because Bugatti's a brand, and then Veyron is the name of the car. It really bugs me when people make a mistake, but I do it too because it's much easier to do. Are you kidding me? Now, there's not a lot of stuff I don't like. For one, it's so hard to get money. I know I've already said that, but it is really hard. I cannot put enough emphasis on how hard it is to get money in this game, especially in the online. In the actual main game, it's not because you have heists. They promised heists in the main game. They still haven't added them. There's talk of them being added next month, but you never know. hopefully, now this is what me and my friend are anticipating, is that heists pay a lot of money. But I still want there to be some sort of balance. Like, if you're like, oh, you should only be like a heist to be able to do a heist like one day, or else you're gonna have people walking around with like billions of dollars. I don't think a heist a day is enough, because a heist might last you probably not even an hour, probably about 30 minutes, not even 30 sometimes. What I prefer is, say you need a required amount of money to pay for this stuff, and don't make it like you need $2 million to pay for all the equipment for the heist. Don't do something like that. Do something more of like you can either pay for all the equipment or you can just go and steal it. Just some sort of balance. Just so that you don't feel like just doing heists over and over and over and over and over, and they'll walk out with like $1 billion. It's just not fair, because then you'll have people who blow up your vehicles and just not even care because they just have so much money they don't care about not having to pay it. And then this probably will last a bit more than 15 minutes. There's a lot I have to rant about for the online. So I just want there to be some sort of balance. Now, if I had to rate the actual GTA Online, it'd probably get 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, maybe even 8 out of 10. When they add heist, I feel like it could be... When they add heist, I feel like this could be flawless. It could be flawless just like the main game. But they still haven't added heist. Another problem I have is they took a lot of content that was in the main game out of this game. Like, even stuff that just doesn't make sense. Like, I showed you in the main game, you pretty much do a dolphin dive into the ground. You can't do that in the online. I'm really trying to do it right now, and I can't do it. It's dumb. It's really... There's no reason to take that out, because that's fun. As you can tell graphically, it's not as good looking as the actual main game. It still looks really freaking good, but it's not as good looking as the actual main game. So yeah. So I really just want them to add some sort of balance in heist. Like, say maybe you don't get that much RP, or you have to steal all the stuff to do it, or not a required amount of people. Don't do that. Like, don't make sure, you have to have 16 people to do this heist. That's just annoying. Make it where there's some sort of balance. I'm not just walking out of this rich as hell. But don't make it to where it's timed balance. You neither don't make it a paywall. You can pay to do this heist every day, or you can wait till this paywall's done. Because Rockstar, don't turn into something like that. Don't become an EA, essentially. As you can tell, we're already up here much late. Now, another cool add-in in this game that was only in two other GTA games, which was the Battle de Daytona and the first San Andreas, is parachutes. Well, the thing that this one has over the other ones is smoke trails. And to do this, a lot of people don't know this. You just hold A, and you pretty much got it. And then there's also precision landing. There's different colors of the smoke trails I can show you now. Accessories. I'm gonna use the red one. Red, yeah. Red and black, like Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, it also has an editor or creator, I guess, in the game where you can create your own races, death matches, capture the flags. And that's really cool, I'm not even gonna lie. That's really fun. Now here's one of my favorite things to do in this game is just do this. Just a really long parachute jump. Hey guys, I'm over here. I have a smoke trail. So yeah. Whew. What to do now? I guess I can start some actual updates. I am currently on my summer break. For those who don't live in America, I guess some people may or may not know. It's basically you get you take 9 months worth of school, and then you get 3 months of the year just you don't have to do anything. It's just no school. Normally, people, because I'm going to high school now. Normally, people would have to do a summer reading, but since I'm not taking ninth grade literature, since I took the EOCT for it, so I don't have to take it. Basically, oh my God, that could have gone so terribly. But since I already took the EOCT end of course test for ninth grade literature, I don't have to take it. I took two. I took one for ninth grade literature and one for 10th grade physics. Yeah. So basically, I just want to see the amount of detail that's in this game. If I shoot this, no, it doesn't. I really wish I could do something like that. This game doesn't have a tremendous attention to detail. I mean, it's just, it's not as deep as some would think. People are, expecting, if I shoot an electric box, lights will go out. Don't expect that. That's Battlefield attention to detail. And I'm not saying Battlefield has a higher attention to detail, because it doesn't, because it's it's not open world, it's not massive. You're just sort of coding for one specific linear map, whereas this is coding for a non-linear, massive map. So you can't have super attention to detail, but there still is a large attention to detail. Like, when you get in a car and you look back like this, your character will look at this windshield. If you shoot a cop and you cripple them, a cop will try and, lure them behind cover to heal them. Actually, I can show you this one right now. Alright, let's see if I can do this. When you burn out on top of a blood pile, just get that. Yes, it's super ultra brutal. I'm not even gonna lie. Let's see. Hold on. Watch. See, it looks at the windshield rear view mirror. There's also bounties, as you can tell. I just got one. These are the most annoying things ever, because people will just come after you, and it just gets so annoying, because just stealing a car can get you a bounty sometimes. And then people can set bounties on you. So if they really have a gripe against you, they can set bounties on you for people to come get. Now, that's about one of the reasons I'm playing the invite only. Why I'm playing the invite only rather than the actual, open worlds. Because on the main game, people love to just kill you for no reason, and it gets so annoying so quickly. I'm not even gonna lie, it can get really annoying. And so that bugs me. But yeah. The combat is almost identical to the main game's combat, except for the fact you don't have special abilities, but really, we can all get over that. So, how are you going to code for something like that? Plus, it doesn't have, slow mo. It doesn't go to slow motion when you do something like this, or something. I just realized my radio was playing. I'm probably going to get a copyright strike. I don't care, though. So I'm not going to monetize the video. But, oh, wait, I forgot. My game audio isn't recording, because, Jesus Christ, I don't want to do that. Jeez, strikes all day. So I got to think about some other stuff. Here's some other things. A new mobile GTA game was literally just leaked. And it's a possibility. No one knows if it's going to happen or not. Basically, the company that makes this game or made the original mobile games, which, if you have not played the GTA mobile games, they're really, really good. Don't let anyone tell you anything. They're so good. Especially, I prefer Vice City stories over Liberty City stories. Because Vice City stories, I just kind of like Vice City a bit more than Liberty City. Plus, Vice City has a lot of references to the actual original Vice City. Whereas, but they're both really good. I recommend getting them both. They're really fun. So I'd get those. I own a Vita, as you guys may know. So there's a lot of possibilities with this Let's Look At series, because I guess we can just finish this video. I know we're at the 30-minute mark now, but I'm going to go probably 30, 35 minutes now. There's a lot of possibilities with this series. For one, I own pretty much every console from the last generation. So I own a PS3, a Wii, an Xbox 360, a 3DS, a Vita. Plus, there's supposed to be plus I'm going to get an Xbox One. I mean, I'd have to get an Elgato, but I can deal with that. So yeah. I am looking into getting a part-time job this summer. Oh, Jesus. So, I probably will have some sort of money to spend. So, yeah. I guess that's really it. There's not really much to talk about, is there? There are missions you can do. They're okay. Mostly just go do this. Like, go take out a certain amount of enemies, or go retrieve this package, or go kill someone and take a picture and bring it back. They're really fun, especially when you're doing co-op. Don't ever do them single player, though, because that can just get boring as hell. I guess, without further ado, peace, guys, and I will see you in the future. Or